Hi everybody, Gabrielle here. I'm back. How's it going? So this is a messages reading. Yeah. FYI, I feel real good. Backed by popular demand, drunk cab. It's like, let me quit playing. No, but I am feeling pretty good, and my premeditation felt really good. So away we go. All aboard the crazy train. Overall energy, we have the Princess of Pentacles and the King of Wands. We have Judgment, the World, the High Priestess. We have the Star, King of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Three of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. That was a Starman deck. Messages for those who need to hear it from their higher selves. We are using the Wonderland Tarot deck. And we drew the Emperor in reverse, the Star, Justice, and the Sun. And what is hidden? We have the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, Two of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. And that is the Spellcaster's Tarot. And away we motherfucking go. Now, I don't know if you see this Princess of Pentacles the way I see this Princess of Pentacles, but with that beanstalk sprouting from her head, I heard Fat Joe and Remy Ma. Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up. It's funny, right? We got the Princess and the King of Wands, Princess of Pentacles and the King of Wands. That's a hell of a jump, right? But what I see, you ever see the potential for growth in someone? I like how here you see like it's an eye. Like I said, you can see the potential for growth in someone. And I feel like, you see how this King of Wands here has all those little babies brewing? That this King of Wands here sees the absolute potential of this Princess of Pentacles. I can't even say that. But I feel like I rarely get these as opposing energies like this in the overall energy. But that's what I see. And I feel like this King of Wands is coming in with this very placid sort of exterior. You see the mask out there? Yeah. A very placid exterior. It's, come in peace, but really wanting to wage war. But when I say war, it's because they want to be able to benefit from the growth and potential of this person. I feel like this young Princess of Pentacles, otherwise known as the Page, is a natural born witch, meaning wise. If you look up the classical definition for the word witch, it just literally translates to wise woman. And because this young person possesses so much God-given wisdom, someone is trying to capitalize off of it. And honestly, y'all, I'm just looking at this princess like this, right? Because as you see, she appears as a harlequin, right? A jester. The fool, both magician and trickster, possesses a unique position in the court. Outside of the queen herself, he has the closest proximity, or she has the closest proximity to the king himself. Because when your carnal desires are satisfied and you still find yourself stressed, what do you usually turn to? Entertainment. And in ancient times, in days of yore, a jester or harlequin, to shift the mind to something other than the matter at hand. And so this young princess is quite literally pregnant with ideas and wisdom and cleverness, and it is just a limitless smorgasbord of not necessarily distraction, but of innovation. And it's just the beginning of this. And I feel like this King of Wands here wants to leech the energy, the wellspring of this young person's potential. And they are I'm looking at excuse me. Y'all already know what that is. Again, the golden egg, not the cosmic egg, the golden egg. Yo, my fucking song is on. Shit. Kill him with the no. Right. Kill him with the no. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Excuse me while I look up the golden egg. Heads down, kill him with the no. Yes. Message at the center of the heart, the unstruck sound. Within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. The sound cannot be heard nor the message discerned until we retreat from the noise of modern-day life. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. Find a place of deep and restful ease, perhaps through yoga, nidra, or meditation. If you do not have a meditation practice, take some time for introspection or contemplation. When the mind begins to settle and the breath is calm, ask the question that weighs heaviest on your heart. staying open to any response you hear, engaging with that energy of the golden egg is an advanced practice. It requires becoming intimate with our very essence and comfortable with vulnerability. When a feeling of tenderness or gratitude arises from deep within you, know that you are well on your way. Your chest may, swell like you are seeing an old friend that's been away for a long, long time. Listen to the message they've been waiting to tell you. Look what's in the golden egg, your inner child. The golden egg and the fourth chakra. The subtle essence of the golden egg is nestled deep within the heart center at the fourth chakra. This chakra, called Anahata, is the home of the self or soul. By bringing the mind into the center, we discover a portal to the most intimate, luminous space. It is said our inner guide sits there in deep meditation, waiting for us. Anahata translate as the unstruck sound. Interesting, right? I guess the other side of this, right? These two cards could be one and the same, right? You do see the golden egg-like sphere above her head, right? And you see the golden egg sort of sphere behind him, right? So, another interpretation of this King of Wands energy after reading that could be that this King of Wands is actually needing to go within and meditate, to seek the inner child, as we just saw within the golden egg, the spirit guides, wait, I just read it. Isn't that messed up? I want the exact wording. There it is. Needs to contact their inner guide. So let's flip it, right? So let's say this is a King of Wands. This person who needs to hear this message is the King of Wands. And this person is normally super action oriented, right? And they will, I don't want to say latch, but that's the word I got, latch on to new and adventurous things, right? But now with, again, that new insight to what I'm looking at, let's say he's got many potential avenues before him. Let's say there's one thing in particular, one new life, one thing he can give life to, that he wants to give life to, that he wants to put his energy into, or she wants to put her energy into. But before they can make this decision, before they can select what it is they want to give their all to, they need to go within. They need to meditate. They need to slow down. You know, Pentacle energy is very slow, earthy, heavy. And so we can look at the broom as this person needing to get very spiritual and remove any outside influences and or obstacles that could potentially distract them from true reflection. Okay. But on the real, the first part could apply to someone else, right? That I said about this Princess of Pentacles. Because, again, energy's interchangeable and shit comes the way it comes. And so that could have been A and that could be B. Alright? So we'll see how this all plays out. mm. Dang. Wait, I need to... Hold on. I just gotta see it again. Wait. The totality of this. Hold on. Hmm. Okay, so storyline B is what I'm getting the most clarity on about this King of Wands energy needing to go within and meditate on what choice they need to do, like go with, like where they need to go next to put down pretty much grassroots with the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Now this makes sense. So this King of Wands energy feels like there is fertility with potentially a young earth sign. And so with Judgment, the World, and the High Priestess, Star, King of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, right? I'm repeating myself. Anyway, like, they made a decision, right? A judgment. Judgment is like Lazarus, right? This person was like already involved with this person. A literal decision has been made. But not even just by them. Like, the universe got involved because we got Judgment World. We got 2021, okay? Anyway. Yeah. This person, with a lot of assistance from the universe, has decided to go back look, because with the World card, you do see her coming out of the ground, right? Like, she's pulling all this arcane shit back up. Like, this person, they going back. Not to mention the Eight of Cups is out this bitch. They going back because they know. They know. They finally know that. Look, look at the fucking beaming light. And I feel just like I just got paid, and I feel they on a Madonna ray of light, okay? That what will their ultimate wish, like, they're finally clear who their ultimate success, like here on Earth, would be with. And it's the person that they left once before. And now they're ready to collaborate. With this Queen of Swords. This other person who is very much no nonsense, like themselves, the person they divorced. Okay? This is someone they were, or if not divorced, someone they were with before. Like, mm-mm. Mm-mm. So after contemplation, look at the Judgment card. Doesn't it look like the cosmic egg hatched? After a period of meditation and finally being able to contact their inner self, their higher self, spirit guides, whatever the fuck you want to call it, they're finally coming out of the fog of who it is they're supposed to fucking be with. And so it's like, okay. And now here they come, because they are clear as a fucking bell. That there is no other person for them but her. But this person here, this Queen of Swords energy. This person who cut them off before. This person who drew first blood. This person who was not around for the bullshit and the fuckery. That's what that is. I got two kings in this spread. I got the King of Swords and the King of Wands. The other part of this, you could flip that, right? And go that this very same person is really immature on the inside, right? Hence the Princess of Pentacles, right? And that shit is like small, right? And even though there's great potential for, for growth here, great potential for growth with this person, they have decided to let things come to an end because they know in order to fix the situation, they would have to really step up and not act like a jackass in order to achieve this Ten of Pentacles. And so it's actually easier for them to walk away than to try again with this Queen of Swords, who would be really on the money, who would be like examining everything. You see the duality, not even duality, the similarity of these two energies. You have the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords in the same line. They know that they wouldn't be able to get away with anything. That if they did this again, if they tried this again, that things would be equally hard, if not harder. And so it is easier for them to walk away. Take your pick. You got A or B. Okay? So let's see what the higher selves of these people have to say. I like how these energies really do repeat, right? I know the King of Wands is not the Emperor, but, the Emperor can be any fucking body for real. But it could be very much Aries or Leo or Sag. But it's supposed to be like Aries or Taurus. So King of Wands can be any of those energies as well. But I have the star repeating. I have Aquarian energy 3 times out here. I have the star twice and the King of Swords. I have Justice with the Queen of Swords. That's Libra 2 times. Anyway. I believe Judgment and the World are both Scorpio, but different placements of Scorpio, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, no. The World might be Saturn or some shit like that. No, Judgment's Saturn. Excuse me, the World is usually... No, that's the wheel's Jupiter. The World is what? Mm. Sorry, I'm buzzed right now. Anyway, High Priestess is Pisces. Anyway, y'all know who. Ten of Pentacles did repeat though. Anyway, this how I take this is that even this person knows that they're too much of a prick. They're too fucking stubborn. The Emperor reverse is like the worst representation of a divine masculine ever. It's like they know their own potential, but they refuse to even do any work to try to achieve it. They would rather regress than progress. And the funny part about this card is that when I went to set the cards down, this motherfucking card jumped out this way. And I almost flipped it back and put it back, but I decided to no, it jumped out that way for a reason, so I'm leaving it. And it's like, now I get it. This person knows they have the absolute potential to be the person they should be for you. But instead of that, they choose to allow this potentially healable situation to sail away. They would rather release it and, like, for real, they would rather release it than do the work required for their ultimate happiness with the Sun card there. Because they have to do the inner work. You see how she's clinging the child? Like, that's the inner work that has to be done. You see how the Red Queen's looking at that shit like, I ain't doing that bullshit. Fuck that. I'm not doing that. I know, I see it. Like, they see it. They identify it. But they're not willing to do the work. It's fucked up. And as scared as they are of you really severing all ties. And this is like, it's fucked up. Because it's like, even though it's like, they know. Because you told them in no uncertain terms that you were gonna sever all ties. You were gonna make it very known. And the fucked up part is, they also know what it is that would make you happy. And they got the message from the divine. Like, they got it loud and fucking clear. But their own stubbornness, they would rather, I'm serious, they would rather regress than do the inner work. And it's really fucked up. Like, I really don't like that. So the higher self is like telling them, like, if you just stop being stubborn, right? That's what my first interpretation is, like, me, right? But in order for y'all to get it, I'm gonna put it this way. If you really want, like, divine happiness, you do have to drop the negative aspects of this Emperor energy. You have to do the inner work. You have to heal that part of yourself. You have to say goodbye to that regressive part of yourself. That's so easy. That's what you have to do. You have to cut all ties with those people. with those things, and you have to make it known. Like, it can't even be like any pussyfooting about it. Like, you got to say it loud. Like, I'm black and I'm proud. You gotta do it like James Brown style. Like, if you want this, you have to cut these ties. You have to say goodbye to that which doesn't serve you. And mean it. Mm. Like, mean it. Here's what's hidden. It's funny. What's hidden is, I feel like this King of Wands energy had to say goodbye to a long-term relationship in order to even approach you again. I believe this person is still contemplating this decision right now on whether or not to stay in the current relationship that they're in, that they've had going for quite some time, or to pursue potentially this young earth sign that they see a future with. But at the same time, like I said, it's a lot of work. And so this could swing either way. Like I said, this person is very... It's funny, right? Because, like, you have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords out here. Usually very clear-headed people. But with this, what's hidden is that this energy is very much pulled in two different directions. Their heart's telling them one thing, right? But their actions say another. And now it's like they have to petition the universe on what to do. On whether to walk away from something they've known and it's been solid and secure for a very long time, that they actually kind of rushed into anyway. But they have a lot of freedom in that situation. A lot of freedom there. Because the person they were with, or currently with, is gone a lot. They have other investments, other places, and so they travel a lot. So this gives this person a hell of a lot of freedom. And so they're able to come and go as they please. I feel like this person and the person they're with, or they're contemplating leaving, or they have left, they have children together. I feel like there's a parent that lives in that can potentially of the one that has the most freedom, who keeps an eye on the home and the family, and it gives this person even more freedom. But the fact that this person comes and goes, meaning either their spouse or their long-term partner is gone as much as they are, as much as it gives this person freedom, in some way it doesn't satisfy them, hence why they are out gallivanting. And so herein lies the issue, because it left room for them to meet and fall in love with another person. And so now they are being pulled in two different directions. And as much as they know, they could... The fucked up part is, they could have victory in either direction. So it doesn't help their indecision anymore. Or any less. It just ties them up more. They're just going to have to... Unfortunately, what I see is they're going to have to follow their heart. Because when I see the absence of cups, right? Besides the 8 of cups. It's like, at the end of the day, you can have financial success in either direction, is what I see. And so, you're going to have to follow your heart on what it is you truly want to do. Because it's not about the money at the end of the day. It's not. You can have all the money in the world, right? And you still be paying a nurse to take care of you. And not somebody who actually fucking care about you. Think about that. Alright, that's what I got for y'all. Hope you like this video. If you do, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. I greatly appreciate it. Light and love to you all. And if you want to book a personal, you can find me at intuitivedownloads19@gmail.com. Or you can find me on Instagram at BusyBeeDigital. Alright, bye.